and welcome back to Make and Do. My name is Britton and this is my maker channel where I explore all the things that I'm creatively interested in and pursuing. Primarily that is sewing. I also love to garden, and I'm also a mother and homemaker, and so any ways that I can infuse some creativity in my daily life, I try my best to do that as well. So today I'm going to give you a little review of my experience using the free and digital patterns from Tiana's Closet. This is a website that I found on Pinterest, and I was a little skeptical, a little incredulous. I didn't know if these patterns could be quality, and so I went ahead and decided to try one of them out, and then I tried another one out. So the first pattern that I tried was this tie shoulder top that I am wearing, and it's kind of the first pattern that I really felt the most attracted to on her site, and so I went ahead and printed this pattern off, assembled it, and made this top. I didn't really document that process at the time, only because I just had a lot going on, and so I didn't really have time to always be pulling out my camera in the process of making this top. But I did document a little bit of the shorts that I made from the website right afterward. So after I made the tie top or tie shoulder top that I'm wearing, I went ahead and made the Pipa paper bag short pattern. So I will talk about that as well, but I made just sort of a two-piece set to match this top, and had a really good experience with that as well. First things first, I have a lot of experience with digital patterns. At this point, I would say that the bulk of everything I sew from a pattern is a digital pattern. I have been using them a long time, and the way that I do it, I just print them off and usually assemble using packing tape, just a clear packing tape. And I find that sometimes it can be a little tedious depending on how large the pattern is, but I do like the flexibility of being able to print my patterns at home and just kind of assembling and working on it whenever I want. So this experience was a little different. It was cool. So basically Tiana has created the pattern so that when you open it in your Acrobat reader, you can turn off different layers and only print your own size. And then there is one option that you need to print for every single size. It has all of the cut marks and whatnot on it. So what's neat about this is if you're in between sizes, you can actually select, if you're between a small and a medium, you can print the small and medium size and then grade the seam where you need to. So it's just a neat way for you to really customize a fit for yourself. And I like that there's only a few lines that you see at that point, because it's just easier to see your size when you only have to see one or two lines. So this pattern was so fast to put together. I think it helped that I just got my first serger, and so I used this as an opportunity to sew on my serger as much as possible. So this top, I didn't really use my machine that much, which was really different for me, but it just came together really fast. I will say that the pattern pieces themselves, because it has these ties, it does sort of take up a lot of fabric, even though the top itself isn't a lot of fabric. So yeah, you would see that if you print it out, but the pieces are just super long because there aren't separate pieces for the ties in the top itself. So this was a really, really fast pattern. It came together really well. All of the seams aligned. And so then I just wanted to go ahead and try one more pattern. So I went ahead and printed off the Pipa paper bag shorts. And this time, I will say, so there was kind of some unique pocket details that I was not quite as familiar with. It was a construction technique that I hadn't done before. So I did refer to the directions as much as I could. Her patterns do come with directions, which is nice. And I will say that it wasn't as clear as I would have needed. So I did make a few mistakes as I was putting this pair of shorts together. Not something that you can tell when I'm wearing it, but you can kind of see where things went a little bit wonky when the clothing is lying flat. Also with the pattern, while it's really well made and put together, as was this top as well, there was like one discrepancy, and I can kind of show you on the pieces themselves, but the, or at least I'll try. I might have to film this separately. But you can see here that the front and the back, like, crotch inseam, one of them is a little bit higher than the other. So I ended up having to sort of grade that down like after I had already printed it out. Obviously, that is nothing to complain about. It is a beautiful free pattern and made a really wonderful pair of shorts that I really like. So yeah, I made myself a little two-piece ensemble, and I got this fabric from the thrift store. I think it was about 3 yards for $3 or something crazy like that. So yeah, I feel like I really scored because I essentially used really inexpensive fabric, free patterns, got a super cute, fun kind of 60s beach outfit, and I really love it. I'll show myself wearing it more here as well. And yeah, I'm excited to wear this outfit all summer. So I do have some suggestions of patterns from the site that I'm really admiring and I probably want to put on the docket pretty soon. So I'm going to share some of the names of those and some pictures here so you guys can get inspired and get some ideas of what you could do with these amazing free patterns from Tiana's closet. Okay, so one of the patterns that looks really cool to me is the Maribel Top Pattern. It is a tank top. It has this really cool like sort of waistline detail that's not elasticized. It's sort of, I guess, like almost or just pleated, I guess, and then sewn flat. So though that top looks really cool, I just like some of the really unique details there. It does have a sort of faux button closure, so I think I would personally want to figure out how I could maybe add a center front seam and a button placket for myself, just because I don't want faux buttons. But anyway, so it's a flexible pattern and it's really pretty and would probably look really great in like a chiffon or rayon or some sort of like lightweight flowy fabric like that. The next pattern is a baby doll dress, and she's calling it the Candace two-way baby doll dress, and this pattern is inspired by a design from Cezanne, which of course I love. So yeah, it's just this really cute little baby doll dress with a 3/4 sleeve and an elasticized cuff, and you can wear it forward or backwards, and I just think this dress looks so beautiful. I think it would be a really fun make for fall if you wanted to do a little bit of a warmer fabric or just another lightweight fabric like you know, a dress cotton or some rayon as well. So this one is kind of towards the top of my list, something that I would love to make right now. The next top is the Vasily Flutter sleeve top. This one is from, gosh, what's inspired by? Emerson Fry. And I love that on the website of Emerson Fry they mix patterns for this top. So Tiana made a free pattern for this same top, which is like so fun and cool. I've already picked out a mix of fabrics that I would love to use for this top, and let me show you. Hold on. Okay, so for that top I have this really cool vintage piece, or well, there's two pieces here that I'm going to serge together and use this for the front yoke and hopefully the back. I think it's just really pretty, and then pairing it with this gingham shirting. So I think, I don't know, it just looks like a little picnic top, and I think that it would be so fun to wear just all summer and just at home with my kids. So this is going to be, I think, probably the next thing that I make. So, but I say that about a lot of things. I think that inspiration just strikes for me, and I just have to like go for it with whatever time I'm given to sew. And then next pattern, I think this is how I actually found Tiana's closet, like her website, was this Nadine vintage inspired skirt. It has a yoke and sort of like a V yoke, and then the fullness of the skirt is gathered into this more fitted yoke, and It looks so cute. I think it's kind of like a 70s Laura Ashley style, and yeah, I would just really love to make this skirt. I'm trying to think of a fabric that I could use to make a skirt like this that wouldn't be too like twee at all. So yeah, I think like a calico is really pretty, but I want to find something like a little bit more sophisticated to make this skirt. But I really do love it and would love to knock that one out too. Okay, and then the last pattern that I'm really loving from her website, I love a lot of them, but I'm only telling you 5 right now. So the Gracie V-neck button-down dress, I just think that it has this really cool like modern silhouette and super chic but very classic at the same time. A pretty simple, more like minimalist design, but again, it just to me has this really modern look to it as well, probably just with the sort of shape of the V-neck, the buttons, and then the large tie for the waist. So to me, this dress just looks really cool, and I feel like I would feel really cool wearing it. So this one is sort of in the back of my mind as well as something that would be really pretty in maybe just like a nice crisp linen. And I love that it's pictured in white here, and I love wearing white. It's not always the most practical, so I guess I'd have to figure out the perfect color that would still be as chic, but would fit my lifestyle a little better. The lifestyle of running around after a little boy who's covered in mud about 90% of the time. So, all right. Anyway, that's just my experience so far with Tiana's Closet. It's been really fun, like following her on Facebook, and she releases patterns 2 to 3 times a week, which is just like a seamstress's dream. So definitely check out her website, bookmark it, follow her on Pinterest, and give some of her free patterns a try. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you'll really love them. All right, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And again, thank you for watching my channel. My name is Britton, and this is Make and Do. All right, have a great week, you guys. Bye.